Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Quad Pod. I'm Carlo.
I'm Sam.
This is episode 5. Today is, again, unconventional times, unconventional episodes, I suppose. The election kind of threw us off schedule.
Yeah.
Because we usually record on Tuesdays, but of course we all took the day to vote and do whatever else we wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's probably as much as we'll say about Election Day because it happened.
It happened.
It did.
Yeah, this will be definitely more of a laid back, no story spotlights, no game, just kind of chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done bonus episodes like this before.
Yes. So,
but
we have a fun time doing it. So
it will be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wanted to get into Halloween because we actually haven't been on the podcast after Halloween. This is our first one since. So I wanted to know what'd you get up to?
That's true. Let me see. Well, I think trick-or-treating is kind of dead, if I'm being honest.
You didn't do it?
No, I didn't do it.
Oh.
I'm 21 years old. I did not. But the house that my family lives in, I live in, is in a neighborhood that typically has a lot of trick-or-treaters, but
None?
no. Well, not none, but it's like half of what it used to be.
Really?
Yeah. These kids these days, man, they don't.
Was it you telling me about the trunk or treat thing that every kid's?
I think that might have been.
Yeah,
me,
because
that's how most people do it now.
That's crazy
Yeah.
to me. On Halloween? Or on
no, not on Halloween, which is the weirder thing too.
Yeah.
It's not on Halloween. They do it a couple days before.
Huh.
And for me, it's like.
I used to love trick or treating as a kid.
That's the best part of Halloween.
God.
Arguably the best part of
this
Halloween.
year, I didn't plan on trick or treating. It kind of just fell into my lap because we went into the borough.
Yeah.
To go,
yeah.
Because Insomnia Cookie was doing if you go there in your costume, you get a free cookie.
Really?
So we all walked down there, and there was so many houses just calling for us because we were all dressed up. So we just got free candy.
Did you really?
Yeah. That was kind of nice.
Wow. Insomnia Cookies, I kind of have a bone to pick with them.
Really?
Just because do have a little bit of beef. It might be one-sided, but it's still beef.
Oh, yeah.
Because the last time that I went there, they're open till what, 2 a.m?
Yeah.
And so late. I was there at 12:30, after midnight, 12:30.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get a brookie because their brookies are delicious.
Brookie? Oh, the brownie cookie?
Cooked brownie cookie.
Oh.
Yeah. You were confused about it. I went there, and I asked for a brookie,
yeah.
and the guy just the deadest face imaginable said, "We don't have those."
Oh, damn.
Okay,
Did you get anything? Did you just leave?
No. So afterwards, I was like, "Okay, can I have a chocolate chunk cookies?" We don't have those either. And at that point, I never have it because this dude was I don't know, but I never have it in me to get frustrated with people like that. So I'm just
Wait, what do you have?
Yeah, exactly. Because if I've asked for one thing and you don't have that, and I ask for another thing and you don't have that either, first of all, how am I to know?
Yeah.
So it's
It's really sad.
So it's I'm sorry, but also I'm not.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if it's something like that where a majority of things are out, you have to say it when you go up there. They'll be "Hi, welcome. Mm-hmm. Oh, these few things we don't have anymore."
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, that person
people look, man, and in general, social skills are on the decline. I think they are. How many times have you? I don't know if it's happened to you personally, but it's happened to me. Holding a door open for somebody and just walk right through it. I don't say anything.
I don't say no. That happened to me, dude. I've started talking to them when I do that.
You start.
No, what I do is what did I say? So that happened to me with my friends. I hold the door for my friends, and then someone came through and just on their phone didn't do anything. I said top 10 times you said thank you, and they didn't hear me, but they just kept going to the elevator. I was like, okay.
I love that you said that though. That's great.
No, I don't put up with it anymore, bro.
You shouldn't. You should not.
That gets into something that happened on Halloween that I completely forgot about.
Oh, what's that?
So me and my friends, we were on the 7th floor of Goshen,
mm-hmm.
and we were walking to the elevator because this was when we were about to go to the borough.
Yeah.
And I was a very good mood, and I was going up to people saying Happy Halloween and stuff like that. This guy, I remember I was in my full Barnacle Boy outfit.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm walking, which was a fan favorite. Everyone, between my friends, Barnacle Boy and Mermaid Man really.
It's
well.
good. It's a good one. Yeah.
And so I'm walking to the elevator, and all my friends are behind me. I'm kind of in the front. And this guy comes out of the elevator like in a kind of like a prison outfit, which was there was a lot of prison outfits. This one was a little different.
You think it was a trend this year?
It was definitely a trend. There was so many of them. I had never seen that many before in my life. But it was white and black. It wasn't orange. A lot of them were orange.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I go, "Happy Halloween, man! Nice costume." And he looks at me like he looks at me up and down like, he goes, "Your costume looks like shit." And so, I being quite upset, I was like, "You, your costume looks like shit." And I get in the elevator with all my friends, and okay, another thing, the guy in the prison outfit, he had a friend behind him.
Yeah.
But he like wasn't talking to him. And when I got in the elevator with my friends, he like comes back around the corner, and his like friends like holding him back. And he goes, "The f did you say about my costume?" And I was like, "I said your costume looks like shit." And my friends are like closing, like they're like spamming the elevator closed door button. And then the door closes, and I was like, "Yo, what the f?" I was like, if that guy came in here, he would have tried to beat me up, bro.
Yeah, it's like, okay, tough guy.
Yeah. I was like, I only said exactly what you said to me back.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I got worried he was gonna like go down the stairs and meet me on the ground floor.
you know, maybe he was like an actual prisoner. Like he,
so.
like
I didn't
like
consider
that might have been like an actual honest to God like felon that you ran into.
I think it was because he was in not a good mood. Oh my God.
It's like somebody. I don't know. Yeah,
But-
people, man.
Dude,
People are crazy.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I continued doing that throughout the night. I'd be like, anyone passing by, "Happy Halloween." Nothing.
No.
They're not having a happy Halloween apparently.
No.
It got better throughout the night though. When I would say like once you get to more like the early morning, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. kind of stuff, when you're going down, I saw a lot of people were saying Happy Halloween.
Because that's the real Halloween. Fans.
Those are the real Halloweeners.
Yeah. I also don't understand people who just like turn off their lights and close the doors on Halloween.
Dude, come on. What are you doing?
What are
At
you
least
doing?
leave a bowl.
Yeah. Leave
Like,
something.
Leave something. I don't care if it's like one Snickers.
Have some respect. It's a part of the social contract.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe at this point it's like they just like, because you said it's like not on the rise anymore. Like going trick or treat.
It's on decline, I think.
So I think they're like, I'm done. But even if I remember those houses as a kid, and I was like, bro, come on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're in there. I know you're in there. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
No.
I did have a good time though. Besides
That's
that,
good. That's good.
great
Yeah,
night.
Yeah.
Halloween was weird. Like, cause I just kept seeing people dressed up and they had all these different costumes, and I was just Barnacle Boy every night. Oh my God. But we like, I think every night we went out and got more pictures, cause like we got like so many pictures.
That's good.
I need to show it to you, cause we got one.
Okay.
Maybe we can put it in the episode. It's me and my friend who went as Mermaid Man, driving the invisible boatmobile. We like jumped at the same time going like this.
That's good.
It looks
That's
so good. I'm really happy with it. God.
Sorry. This is a little unrelated, but I want to have a discourse about this because I'm just curious.
Yeah.
You know, as I am, I'm a very curious person.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten anything in the shower?
No.
No.
Cause I feel like it's always been one of those things where it's like I've never been like eating and then like if I'm eating before the shower, I'm not gonna like, oh, I'll just do these both at the same time. I know I heard of people who do though.
I don't make a habit out of it. Let me clarify. But hear me out.
Okay.
You got to stay with me with this, okay?
I'm fully on board.
So I was preparing dinner, okay?
Yeah. Was this last night?
No, it was not last night.
Okay.
It was recently though.
Okay.
It was like in the past few weeks.
Okay.
And you know, I wanted to get off my chest. I mean to talk about it for like 2 episodes now, if I'm being honest. But it never came up, so I got to bring it up.
Yeah.
I was making dinner, okay? Which involved chicken.
Okay.
like you know, like uncooked chicken. Which
Yeah.
and the chicken was in the freezer.
Okay.
So we had to take it out and unthaw it before it could be cooked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So chicken was unthawing, but I was like super hungry because like I think I didn't have lunch that day. So we had like kind of donuts, and I had a donut in my. I was eating a donut, right?
Yeah. Mask what donut?
So it was a glazed donut.
Okay.
I don't like a plain glazed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which are good, but I prefer chocolate frosted. That's just me.
Me myself, real quick, just to go on a little sidetrack here.
Yeah.
Not a donut guy. For me,
I mean,
my favorite donut. Okay, I have 2 donuts I like. One is an apple cider donut. Those are just
Sure.
quit playing. Other one is an old fashioned. I will go for glazed. I'll eat a glazed, but like, I don't know. I can't do too much.
Can you actually? I don't. Maybe I'm not keen to the terminology. What is an old fashioned donut?
It's like, imagine a little more crispy.
So okay. So wait. So just so I'm clear. So it's like a donut, but really with nothing much on it.
There's nothing on it. Nothing. It's just like a plain donut, but a little more crispy.
I understand that more than cream-filled donuts, because cream-filled donuts I really do not like.
I don't either.
I do not like those at all. They feel wrong to me.
I think it's maybe it's because I didn't have a Twinkie till late in my life. But like I had it, like everyone hyped up a Twinkie.
You know what? Twinkies are too hyped up.
Yeah, they are.
They're too hyped up.
And I had one, and I was like, it's all right.
No.
And then I've had I don't think I've ever had a jelly-filled donut, but I've had like cream-filled donuts, and it's like there's so much happening right now.
I feel like, okay, hold on. I'm gonna go on a tangent off this tangent, and we will get back to the main point. We will get back to the main point eventually. So when I was in freshman year of high school, so my friends and I did a little bit of a science experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So in our English classroom, there was like, it was weird. Our English classroom was very clearly a classroom that used to be like a science classroom.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? 'Cause it had like
those lab tables.
The lab tables.
Yeah.
And it had one of them in the back. And I'd be lying if I told you I remember why this happened, but one day somebody had a Twinkie.
Yeah.
And they decided they didn't want it.
Yeah.
So we thought it would be funny to go to the back of the room, open one of the cabinets of like the lab table.
Yeah.
And just kind of like put it there. And it was unwrapped.
Yeah.
Like, and just put it there and leave it
so
there. So basically what happened over the course of the entire school year, because this was freshman year high school, so we actually had this class all throughout the year.
Okay.
So we did it in like the fall. And we left this Twinkie in this cabinet until like May, June. And we would check it on like a weekly basis and just watch it gradually get like greener and like more like disgusting and rotted.
Yeah.
And that was a fun time.
Well, how did it end up? Like, was it just?
It was that thing might honestly still be there. It might still be there because this classroom was in the basement of the school, and the table was all the way in the back. So,
don't Twinkies last forever?
If they're wrapped, I think they do. But this one was unwrapped.
Unwrapped.
So yeah.
That is crazy. It can't be really forever. It has to. Maybe like 1,000 years, but
it might be a situation where like you could, but would you really want to?
Yeah.
You know.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna let you go back to your story because I have another story after this.
Okay. But I will say though, I feel like an old-fashioned an old-fashioned donut if it's just the body of a donut.
Yeah.
I mean, is that not kind of perverted? Like, it's just like a naked donut. Naked, like nothing on it.
No, I think that anything else is like. Think about it this way. Anything else is toppings. So it's like a donut is fully dressed.
Donuts don't have toppings, my friend. Donuts have.
It's basically a topping.
No, it's not a pizza. We're using our terminology wrong here. Donuts don't have toppings. Donuts have like glazes and they're like this, you know, like.
No, I don't feel like I should like block what I'm doing when I'm eating an old fashioned. Well, I do. People do. Like I said, people make me feel bad for getting it though.
So you feel shamed a little bit.
Yeah, there was a shame to it because it's like, I mean, why can't I just like what I like? Because everything is so elaborate. Oh my god! Like I don't want sprinkles and frosting and all that. That's so much.
Some donut places do too much. Where
way too much.
It's like $5 for a single donut, and it's like piled up like a foot high.
Mm-hmm. Also,
no. It's
like, it's almost. I think a donut like a regular glaze or something like that, it's almost too soft. Like that's what I like with old fashioned. It's a little tough. It's a little stale.
It's a little stale.
Intentionally, I should say.
So you like old fashions because they're a little stale.
Yeah, but not in a bad way.
Okay.
Some foods are better stale.
No, they're not, dude. What are you talking about?
Dude, no, they are. This may be like very specific, but you remember? I don't know if you ever had these like white cheddar Cheetos.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I just like leave them out.
Do crackers go stale? I'm sorry, am I missing something here?
A Cheeto? Not a Cheez-It.
Oh yeah, Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Yeah, okay.
Not a Cheez-It. Not a Cheez-It. Cheez-Its, I would never let those go stale. Oh my god, they're so good. But I would get like a bag of white cheddar Cheetos, and I would like bring it up to my room, and I just open it. I wouldn't even eat it. I would just open it so that it got stale, so I could eat it later.
And also, so any enterprising insects or rodents can also get in there if they'd like.
Dude, I don't care what this any insects got
So
on it.
you're sharing.
I'm sharing for the whole
Okay.
crew, dude. Those things were so good stale. There's other foods like that are too like. They need a good crunch to them. They don't have. And okay, yes, maybe I could have gotten regular Cheetos.
Yeah.
That have the crunch. No, that's not fun.
I like crunch, but not to the extent where I'm gonna leave food open on purpose to.
I didn't leave it out for
to
that
achieve
long.
it. No, But
where were we?
let me explain to you why I ate a donut in the shower. It was because I was making something with chicken, and the chicken had to defrost.
Mm-hmm.
I was very hungry. Okay, wait. So let's keep track of this. So the chicken is defrosting.
Yes.
I was very hungry in the meantime because
Yeah.
I didn't have lunch that day, so I started snacking on a donut.
Okay.
In the midst of that, I realized that I did need a shower
Okay.
because I needed one. You ever just feel like you need a shower? So
Yeah.
I needed a shower, but the chicken was in the process of thawing, defrosting,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to. I don't know if anything bad would have happened to it if I left it out for too long, but I did need to get a shower, and the chicken was thawing, so I didn't want to like take too long on that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I need a shower, and I got to do this quickly. So I went upstairs, and I just so happened to still have the donut in my hand, and I hopped in. I turned it on, and I found myself eating a donut in the shower.
I see how you got to that conclusion
Yeah.
of eating the donut in the shower. I mean, how hungry were you? I should say. Like, I know you said you were hungry.
Oh, I was very hungry.
Like, not to the point where you could have set the donut down, showered, and then after the shower ate the. I'm not judging. I'm just. Was it to that
Well, I
point?
wasn't gonna eat the donut after dinner. The point of the donut.
No, after the shower.
After the shower. Well, the shower.
Was it too close to dinner?
It was too close to call. Really. Like I can't.
It was a game time decision.
It was a game time decision. I wasn't taking any risks with the chicken, because chicken's a fragile meat.
It is.
Because like you can only cook it one way. If you don't cook it enough, you get salmonella or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And like,
dude.
other facets of it.
Was it a better experience in the shower than not in the shower?
I think, in the
Did you get it wet?
in the same way that like, did I get it wet?
Yeah.
It did get wet a little bit actually, and it tasted fresher because of that.
Really?
Like it tasted like it just came out of the oven. Because it was a hot shower.
You know what? The steam might help with that. If
The steam got into it and it gave it some moisture, and it was a hot shower, so the water got on it too.
Wait.
So,
Speaking of steam, real quick, did I tell you about the Zen garden I was in?
Zen garden? No.
Okay, it wasn't a Zen garden. So the showers at the residence hall, Matt, are always very loud.
The showers are loud?
No, there's like people in there. The music's so
Oh,
loud, all this
yeah.
and that. I was there by myself one morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Friday, so I didn't class till 1. It was like maybe like 10 or something like that. Got in the shower, and there was no one else in there. And for some reason, the shower I had for some reason it was steaming really bad. Like it was so much steam.
Yeah.
And it literally felt like I was in like the depths of China. Like there was no other sound beside my shower. I felt so at peace. I stayed in that shower for maybe a good 30. Until someone came in with their music and ruined it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like
sucks.
I've never had a more therapeutic experience. I was so in my zone. No one could have disrupted. I mean, someone did eventually,
Yeah.
but that was a crazy feeling. But even in an experience like that, I was never like, man, I need a snack.
Well, no.
I guess the crave wasn't to have a snack in the shower. It just happened that those two things crossed. Has
Yes.
this happened before?
No. And again, I don't make a habit out of it. But like, I do think it's one of those things that society has programmed out of us. Like
they're so separate.
It was liberating to do that in the same way that it's liberating to like take a pee in the forest.
Okay, I kind of get that.
Right? It's like if we were like living like in like 10,000 BC, like these are the things we would be doing anyways.
Yeah.
And like we shouldn't extend that to everything, but like at a certain point it's like,
No, I get what you mean.
I
I don't think I really truly understand that until that like peeing in the woods thing, because like there's something about like just doing it, and like I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
you're helping the environment.
yeah. Well, not the eating a donut in the shower. But I do see that. I used to follow this guy on Instagram it was a guy who would do food reviews in the shower. But it wasn't
I
like
haven't seen that.
It wasn't like a video. It'd like be like a picture of the food in the shower, and then he would just rank it out of 10. He got to 100, and I think he stopped.
Now, if you're eating every meal in the shower, that's like...
It was like once a day.
Yeah. That might not be great.
But he would eat a lot. I mean, he'd eat like chicken in the shower. Like he would get meals from like other places. He'd get like Wingstop or something like that.
Eating poultry in the shower, I think.
And then he would rank it on his experience in the shower, not just on the food. But like, how does it? Like, if the food got like too wet because in the shower, he'd bring his score down.
They do say if you want to be successful on the internet, you got to carve out your niche, and that sounds like a pretty good niche to me.
It really like, I was never gonna do it, but it made me want to understand the experience of eating in the shower.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it.
You should.
I might be going home this weekend. Maybe I'll do it.
Just like a little snack, you know? Like,
I'll get a handful of Cheez-Its.
I mean, you don't have to wait till you go home. You can do it.
I could
do it in your dorm.
I have like a plate. Someone sees me like a full plate. Just go in the shower.
So in theory, right? So if you're a cold shower type of person, that's unlimited bev.
Unlimited bev. Never forgetting it. Dude, that actually reminds me, because like I remember back in high school, someone was like, "Oh, like you're gonna want like it might be best to like brush your teeth in the shower."
I do that.
And I was like, "Oh, have you always done that?"
Not always.
Okay.
I started it when I was in the dorms.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna try this," and then like I started using like the thing is like I'm not used to setting it to a cold setting at first, so I set it to like hot water, and I did like a hot water, but like brushing my teeth, and it felt weird.
You gotta get used to it, because it's like.
I don't do. What I do is I like get everything set up in the shower, and then I just go out to the sink and do it.
Is it too much for you to have a hot water like toothbrush?
It was weird. I could do it if I needed to do it. I could, but I was like, this is not.
Nobody has to do it, but it saves time.
That's the thing too. I didn't feel like it saved enough. It didn't save enough. Like the thing is, no, want to know why as well? I wasn't even doing it in the shower. I would like before I even got in the shower, I'd brush my teeth just like outside of it, because there's like the room where the actual water hits, and there's a little room outside of it with a curtain.
Sure.
So I'd just do it out of there and then spit into the shower. Because I did not like I did not like brushing my teeth.
Seems to me like you might as well combine the two. I don't know. That it's like.
No, because I want my shower experience to be very like. Imagine of me in the Zen garden. If I had to brush my teeth, that's work. I feel like it should be very, like, just no work.
So.
All fun.
I've actually thought about this too. I have a question for you.
Okay.
I feel like I want, and don't jump on me when I say this, because like I want like a window in my shower. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So you agree?
I agree.
Like,
it depends where this.
Oh, like here.
Oh, okay.
Like you know.
I would be okay with like a full body one if like I was in the woods.
What if some?
No, I'd have to be deep in the woods, like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
like,
what if some hikers come by?
Lucky them. They shouldn't. I'll put a big like fence around mine. If I'm rich, this is like if I'm rich and I have my own plot of land, I would probably do that.
See,
like imagine on the lake. Ooh, that would be the Zen garden. The Zen garden.
So if you won the lottery, you would have like a Zen garden shower. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Immediately. First purchase.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. I just feel like showers are like too lonely. And like don't like I know that sounds like I don't want to
go to prison.
I don't I don't want to watch people while I'm showering in like that type of way.
Yeah.
It's just like
you like going on a call.
I just want to be reminded that I'm still a part of this big beautiful world when I'm in the shower because what
I do understand what you mean.
Yeah.
In a sense, like it's a very like isolating experience.
And that can be good sometimes, but also other times it's like
why can't all my friends be here?
And that's why, and I'm serious, that's why bathhouses used to be the norm.
Huh.
See, like, and that's another thing that society has stripped us of. Bathing used to be a communal experience. It's not anymore.
It's very isolating.
It's very isolating.
I kind of like that though. At some points, because like I mean, especially I can't do it here, but like back at home, having my speaker, listen to my music, singing along, have a great time.
It's like, I don't know. It's like it's like this is a trend in society. It's like even when you're in the dorms, like you're with other people, but really you're not.
Yeah,
It's like social media.
I'm in my own little pod. Yeah.
But
I don't think you can change that now. I think we're too far gone.
I'm gonna do everything in my power.
Start like you like open the curtain. Like you seem lonely.
That's my most important. That's a sex crime. But
are you lonely? I can fix that. Like from the Blade Runner.
Are you saying you're gonna do that in the door?
No, I'm not gonna go do that. People of Goshen, don't be afraid.
Stick your hand through there. Like, hello.
Hello. You need help? Don't worry, I won't do anything of the sort.
For legal reasons.
For legal reasons, if you're listening, I will not be putting my hand in past any shower curtains that aren't my own. I will say though, people are so ignorant because I'll be there and I'll be in the shower. I'll be like getting dressed in the elevator, and they'll just open the curtain.
Wait, really?
This has happened. My friend was naked and it happened. Because they don't hear the water, so they think it's open. And so they just open the curtains. But, like, they have both their AirPods. They don't care. They don't. And then, like, it happened to me, and I was like, yo, what the hell? And then I just never heard from him again. I heard him get another shower, and I was like, I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to sit here and wait for him to be done so I can open it like he did to me. I was, like, already pretty changed, so it was okay, but it was a scary feeling.
Scary.
So and now every time when I turn off the shower and I step out, I turn it back on. So people will think I'm still in there, so they don't open it.
It's a good tactic. It's a good tactic.
Yeah, I've been thinking. Bro.
I've also like because like I haven't taken a bath in years.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't think there are many merits in taking an actual bath.
I would do it if I'm sick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is a very peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not a bath in a long time.
No. Yeah.
I don't even know what scenario. I guess being sick was the only scenario. I'd be like, oh, you know what sounds good? A bath. And you know what? They should have that option at Goshen, at the residence halls.
Bathtubs. I'm sure that would go over great. But logistically, that would be perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be saving water.
Yeah, dude. I've been in, but like what you said, like I've been in some like like stalls on campus, like in the bathroom. And, like, sometimes people, like, would just, like, freaking, like, shake the door to see if it's, like, I'm not.
It psychs you out. Like
dude.
That's the thing. That's a space that should be very isolated.
Yeah.
Like, that,
yeah.
Especially a stall.
I also, I know that if I Googled it, there's probably, like, a ready available reason for this. But, like, why do bathroom stalls have, like, the openings?
I don't know.
Like, to me, that's, like.
That's ridiculous.
Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's gas station?
I've not.
People have had told me like all the time about how amazing their bathrooms are. I didn't really believe it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, it's like, well, first of all, Buc-ee's are like massive.
Oh yeah, they're huge. They're
the size. Yeah. They're the size of like supermarkets.
That's crazy.
And the bathrooms in there, you get like your own entire room.
Oh, it's like a single.
It's like and like when I say like it's not a stall, like it is like a room.
Oh wow.
Like it's like all the way, like legit, just
nice.
like a room.
That's nice.
It's really, really nice. Yeah, because you don't have to hear anything, you don't have to smell anything. You're just there, and it's heavy doors that lock, and nobody's gonna walk in on you.
Buc-ee's really
honestly, man,
going the extra mile.
Yeah, and like, look, I'm a Wawa guy until I die, but Buc-ee's is one of those gas stations that does it right. I'm telling you, they do.
Does Buc-ee's have like food?
They do. Yeah, they have. And it sounds crazy because it's a gas station, but they have some really good brisket.
No way.
They do. And that's like one of their main things. They have really good brisket. They do.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Where are Buc-ee's? Is there any in Pennsylvania?
No, the closest one is like in Virginia, I think. So it's a southern thing.
So, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, I've seen people go to Buc-ee's and they're like, dude, you have to try that. I just never would. It's like a Bojangles or something like that.
Yeah, I've never had that.
I've heard great things about Bojangles, though.
Really?
I've wanted to go to Bojangles.
What's like it is southern food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like chicken. Which, for the first time, I got to try Raising Cane's not too long ago, which was great.
Raising Cane's is really good, but people like people gas it up too much.
Dude,
it's
they do. I've wanted to do something though. I don't think this is an original idea at all. I think I saw it somewhere else, but I think it's a good idea. So you know how like the chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich at Raising Cane's. It's not a patty. It's just 3 of their tenders.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, that's stupid. You know what I should do? Because you can replace the cold if you get like a 3-piece meal, which is called a 3-finger combo, which I hate. Because I hate going up and asking for a 3-finger combo. That is horrible.
That's kind of in the same realm as like when you go to Starbucks and you have to say like, can I have a venti or like whatever else? Yeah. Just and like Cold Stone Creamery does something similar.
Do they really?
I haven't been there in years, but it's like what do they do? It's something like, can I have like a super deluxe like tasty treat or something like that? It's like to all the restaurants out there, small, medium, large. Oh yeah. Like
It's like at Red Robin when you want like chicken tenders, you have to say, can I have the Cluxton fries?
Dude, they have to get off on like making you look like
a oh my god, you know how much enjoyment I give a server and be like, if they ask for chicken tenders, I'd be like, what? Don't know what you're talking about actually.
Sorry, what were you saying about Raising Cane's though?
But you can so like it comes with coleslaw and Texas toast, which is I don't know. Have you ever been to Raising Cane's?
A few times, yeah. So I know what the Texas toast.
Yeah. So what I thought about doing, not my original idea, I think, because you can replace a coleslaw with Texas toast. I'm gonna make my own sandwich. Yeah. With the 2 pieces of Texas toast and like cane sauce. That would be so good, wouldn't it?
That would only make sense though if it's like markedly cheaper than like getting the sandwich though.
Well, you would only get like you only get the meal. I think that like you get the same. It's like you're not buying anything extra. You're just replacing the coleslaw. But I feel like it would be better than the chicken sandwich because that's just bun, isn't it?
Bun.
I think it's just bun.
So you're saying the Texas toast is like
Texas toast would be a better foundation
because the actual sandwich is not the Texas toast. Yeah. I understand that. I just don't like the idea of having 3 tenders in a sandwich, anyways.
Yeah, that is off.
It needs to be one thing. It has to be one thing.
Because then it's gonna fall apart on you.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I actually wanted to go into this earlier. Have you ever do like food challenges with your friends?
Food challenges?
Yeah, like who can eat the most of this, who can do that?
No, I personally have not.
So I actually wasn't a part of this. A few of my friends, because I'm not a heavy eater. Like I eat my meal and I'm done. Like I can't eat anymore.
Yeah, no.
But my friends did a Texas Roadhouse roll challenge, where they each had to eat like 21 rolls.
I've never been to Texas Roadhouse.
You've never been?
Yeah.
You gotta go, bro. It's worth it.
Is Texan food really that good?
I mean, it's just if you're not getting a steak, what are you doing, kind of thing.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know exactly what Texan food is. I'm assuming.
Do they have barbecue there? Maybe.
Yeah, they have like ribs and stuff, which are good.
Yeah.
There was one like right near in my town, so for a special occasion, me and my family would go sometimes.
Yeah.
But they did a roll challenge, and I was like 21. I mean, the rolls are a good size.
And they're filling.
Yeah. And would think they have cinnamon butter. Oh, quit playing.
That does sound good. That does sound very good.
But they did one of those. But I actually joined in on one of the challenges. I wasn't even supposed to. I had plans with some other people, and then those like fell out. And then I was right near a Wawa.
Yeah.
Where my friends were, and they were gonna do. This is gross, I will admit, and I shouldn't have done it. We got a small jar of peanut butter each, and it was who can finish the peanut butter jar quicker.
Dude, peanut butter is like the most filling like thing ever.
Dude, I made a mistake at every level of that challenge.
Yeah, you did. That's
starting the challenge is bad. So here's the thing was, they went too far with it, because what they did was, you had to buy a drink as well.
Yeah.
So that because when you finish the peanut butter jar, there's peanut butter on the sides, so you had to pour liquid in it, shake it up to get the peanut butter out, and then finish it.
You just did this of your own accord, like you just decided to do
me
this.
And 2 of my friends. There was another person there, they didn't do it, and I did not get that far, because I made a crucial mistake. Because I thought, I don't know much about science. But I thought if I
don't think you need to know too much about science.
No, because I thought if I stirred it, it would make it more creamy and liquidy.
No.
It actually makes it more filling if you do that. So I felt sick. That was bad. That one was a bad one. I shouldn't have even.
Peanut butter is such a filling food that so when I went on a camping trip my freshman year of college, they told us to pack like our own thing of peanut butter.
Oh,
That's how filling peanut butter is. Like, and it was like a week-long camping trip, and they told us to get our own thing of peanut butter.
Okay.
But and so this is kind of its own thing, but I think you'll appreciate this. So when I went to like the packing session for like this week-long camping trip, I brought my thing of peanut butter, and it was like a big like
jar of
peanut butter, and they were like, "Oh, we're bringing our own. You don't really need that." I'm like, "Okay, like sure." So I didn't bring it,
no.
And I end up the first morning waking up. I didn't think any of this through. The first morning waking up was, and you might be a fan of this, but it was oatmeal.
I don't think I've ever had oatmeal.
I can't blame you, because unless you are like Ebenezer Scrooge, you're not waking up and choosing to have oatmeal.
Oh my god.
And I know there are some people that if I say this to you, they'd be like, "Oh my god, I love oatmeal." No, you don't. No, you don't.
You just have bad taste
you're
buds.
telling yourself that you like oatmeal because you think it makes you sound like quirky and fun. You don't like oatmeal.
You think you're so damn mature eating your oatmeal.
And if you like oatmeal, then you like the stuff that you put in it, because that's how you know it's a shitty food. Because oatmeal is only as good as what you put in it. Because like on the trip, like we put peanut butter in it, and it was like okay, because it's like peanut butter and like, you know, or you put fruits in it. I know people put fruits in it, and you're eating the fruits. I don't think anybody eats straight up oatmeal.
Wait, I actually have had oatmeal. In my FCS class in 8th grade, we made I think it was overnight oatmeal.
Overnight oatmeal.
It was disgusting.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
Because oatmeal is not good.
Yeah, we didn't put anything in it. It was just straight oatmeal.
And
oh my god.
And so I also did not realize that apparently going on this week-long camping trip, we need to bring like cleaning supplies for dishes. Ooh. Because, you know, it's a camping trip, space matters. You can't bring like a different dish for each day.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I didn't have any such cleaning supplies on me. So this is so disgusting. I'm sorry. The bowl that I used throughout the week just never got cleaned. It never got cleaned.
You put it in the river?
And put it in the river now. So what happened was after the oatmeal that I had peanut butter in.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my bowl and I'm like, okay, like there's some extra oats in here, there's some peanut butter in here. I'm like, and I'm waiting for them to say like, all right, everybody come here and we can clean your bowls up. Nobody ever said that. So I had, and this is actually back. Have I showed you photos of when I had long hair?
No, actually.
Okay, I gotta show you afterwards. Yeah. So I used to have, my hair used to be like down here.
Yeah. Oh,
down my shoulder. And that was during this period of time. I had a headband on me.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I'm trying everything I can do to get the peanut butter out of this bowl, like with my fingers and stuff. But like obviously like the lingering stuff is still there, and I'm like, so I slowly take my headband off, and I wipe the peanut butter from out of the bowl. And I'm like, okay, this is the only time I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna have any sticky stuff in my bowl for the rest of the week, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but obviously I'm not wearing this anymore, and I just put it in my pocket or something. My hair was so long and it was so windy that my hair was like blowing into my face. So I'm like, shit, I need to wear this thing. So, and it was the only headband that I had, so I put it back on my head. And so, during this week-long trek through the desert, the only thing I smelled was peanut butter, and I imagine that I also smelled like peanut butter because I basically had a peanut butter rag on my head throughout this entire week. So yeah, that was great.
I was gonna say, did you just reek of peanut butter the whole trip?
I smelled of peanut butter the entire trip, I imagine. I really.
No one brought it up?
No, because everybody else smelled like shit because it's a week.
Yeah, I guess no showering.
No showering, no. And you had to do your business just in the wilderness.
Where? Yeah, you said desert.
So desert, yeah.
Where was this?
So this is actually another thing. So I did my freshman year of college. I did it in Montana.
Oh, really?
Montana. Yeah.
Where?
So,
what school?
University of Montana. So
my God.
I did it there, and so it was a camping trip down south to Utah, Capitol Reef National Park. So it was legit desert.
Oh wow, yeah.
And so you know how I said earlier that peeing in the wild is liberating?
Yeah.
Pooping in the wild is not. It is not.
Really?
You feel when you poop in the desert, or really I imagine any outdoor biome in the wild, when you poop in the wild, you feel like a fucking animal. Not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way. You feel like an animal, and you feel disgusting and terrible. And I'm not joking when I say this. And I don't mean to offend anybody when I say, because they're outdoorsy people everywhere and they love it. These people were super outdoorsy people, and they were talking, and they weren't joking. I promise you, they were not joking. They were talking about how when they take their craps in the wild, how they enjoy looking for rocks that are good for wiping their butts with.
Rocks?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Because supposedly a lot of them don't bring. Now, this was the one thing, and my week would genuinely have been ruined if I did not have the foresight to get this. But I did actually have disposable wipes on me.
I was gonna say you brought. I was like, were you using?
Yes.
Why would you not use? I guess, the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
So there weren't any leaves to find. It would have had to been rocks.
That's horrible.
And these people, and again, nothing but love to them. You know, they're outdoorsy people. They're like, yeah, it's great when you get a really smooth one, and get. It's like, well, what happens? What happens if you can't find a smooth one? Are you bleeding out the ass?
That is the worst thing ever. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine. I don't even know if I would. Unless I found the smoothest fucking opal ever. No.
No, I agree. I agree with you though. Like, I'm only wiping my butt with a rock if I find like a volcanic like perfectly shaped like.
Like, imagine they find one of those the gemstones where it's like you crack it open and there's like and like shit, that's all I got.
Dude.
Oh my God.
And then like there were a few times in the middle of the night when I had to,
You should ouch.
But like, so it's the middle of the desert and there's nobody for like 50 miles. So like when you go to take a shit in the middle of the desert at night, dude, I'm like looking around, I'm like are there like another thing too. Mm-hmm. And again, nothing but love to these people. This guy saw like cougar tracks and he was like, yo, that's sick, look at that. And I'm like, that's not cool. That's like, I don't like the fact that like we are within like reasonable distance of like a man-eating predator.
Yeah, that's
so
horrible.
Like, and like when I in the middle of the night when it's fucking nuts, dude, to me at least, because I grew up in like Delaware County, Pennsylvania, dude. Like I'm none of this is like, and so when I'm I'm squatted in the desert in the middle of the night taking crap, I'm like looking around like, dude, like, are there any panthers nearby? Dude,
do you have a flashlight or do you just
no?
Can you see anything?
You can see like a few steps in front of you.
That's crazy. Do you like cover it up with sand?
You do. You have to, before you do it, you have to dig a little hole.
Oh, okay.
And so they were like, here's our shovel and we'll put it in the middle. And whenever you have to go to the bathroom, you can take it.
Is there even rocks out there? Like,
I mean, well, yes, there are rocks.
Okay.
I mean, no leaves though, like you said.
No leaves, yeah. That's horrible.
And I had to very smartly conserve my wipes.
How many did you bring? Like,
I brought like a single pack because I didn't think I needed that much. It worked. They lasted me the week. I don't know what I would have done if they didn't.
Headband.
Oh, dude.
Real quick before we end this off, though, what led you to the University of Montana?
I love. So it's funny because I love being around mountains.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not so big on like climbing them.
Okay.
But I love
just seeing a mountain in the horizon.
I just like seeing a mountain.
That's nice.
I like waking up and seeing a mountain.
That is nice.
It's like, it reminds me of the majesty of Mother Nature, you know.
Yeah.
As much as I love it here in like suburban Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
As much as I do love it here, it doesn't necessarily always remind me of the beauty of Mother Earth.
I get that. I get that here.
So every place has its pros and cons. That was one of the pros of that place, and it's beautiful. It is. So
what led you back here then?
I took a gap year just because I wanted to figure out what I was doing. So took a year, figured it out. I'm back.
How many years did you spend at Montana?
It was one.
Oh, you just did the one. Then okay, that's fair.
So if I was in college the whole time, I'd technically be a senior, but I'm a junior. So.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, we can end this off here then. A lot happened. It feels like. Remember when we were talking about Halloween?
It's a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But good time. Nothing too crazy, just a chat.
Yeah.
But I needed it. Guys, I needed this.
So is a great time here today. And before we leave, we didn't want to front load with this, just because, But we did want to just talk very briefly about the election.
Yeah.
And if it's not something you want to hear about, we totally get it. But I actually just want to take a brief moment to kind of speak a little bit about the men of our generation in specific, because for those of you who are aware, you might have seen that Gen Z men. So my source here is NBC News, and these are just exit polls. It's not like definitive, but NBC News here reports that 47% of Gen Z men voted for Kamala Harris, while 49% voted for Donald Trump. And to me that that was shocking to me.
That is surprising.
Is it surprising to you as well?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, but because I feel like younger generations end up being, from what I know.
Yeah, I mean that's the general rule. Yeah, that's the general rule. I would think, and I just like it doesn't for all the men who are our age who are voting for Donald Trump and other Republicans and conservatives. It doesn't have to be like this. It's just the Republican Party is doing their absolute best, and they're succeeding to capture the rage and anger and frustration of young men. And again, they are succeeding in this. But they're taking your rage and they're doing nothing with it but fueling their own platform. None of the things that the Republican Party is proposing are solutions to the problems that young men have. And I think a lot of it has to do with feeling maybe a bit more lonely and isolated and detached from females in the modern day, just because of social media and dating apps. And I mean, it's a very real feeling. Things are very different now than they used to be, that's for sure. But again, like, things don't have to be this way just because if you want the respect of women, if you want to interact with women, great. Mm-hmm. But if you don't respect them, they're not going to respect you. Yeah. And my point with that is, if you are voting for somebody who is adamantly trying to strip away their rights, they're not going to have any reason to respect you or even want to talk to you, really. Yeah. Like, that's not, like, and let's be very clear about something, too. People have positioned Donald Trump as, like, the masculine, strong candidate that if you're a real man, you're going to vote for Donald Trump. Yeah. No. That's, like, not even, like, real masculinity is not punching down on people who are less privileged than you. It's not being aggressive towards people. It's not wanting to exert control just for the sake of feeling strong and exerting control. Masculinity, real masculinity, to the extent that, if you want to discuss it in 2024, is about using the privilege that comes with being a man, because we know that there's a lot of privilege with being a male in today's society. There is. I mean, it's unfortunate, but there is. So real masculinity comes with protecting the people that you can protect by having the identity that you have. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, a real man protects people. A real man cares about people, has empathy. Basically, everything that Donald Trump is not. Like, to me, and again, I should be clear. Like, these are my opinions. These are not reflective of the Quad or whatever. Yeah. But if you are somebody who wants to exert masculinity, who wants to feel like a man, voting for Donald Trump or other conservative politicians like him is not going to help you achieve your goals. It's just not. It isn't.
I see what you mean. Yeah. I actually did for this issue, I did an article, like, looking at Trump's plans for a second term and stuff like that. And I see where you're coming from for a lot of this.
Yeah. Like, there's been a lot of discourse about this post-election, and a lot of it is really, really sickening, if I'm being honest, and I'm not going to go into that. But if you've seen it, you've seen it, and you know. But people are really, like, celebrating the fact that people are celebrating the fact that people are scared. And that, to me, is just really ghoulish.
Yeah. I mean, you can be excited for your party winning, but I wouldn't put down those for the other party who lost.
Because the fact that people are scared right now is real and it's justified. And I think if you are laughing at that, take a step back, really, really, really look at yourself and understand that, again, because these ideas are all attached to masculinity and what it means to be a man. Mm-hmm. Do you think just generally, not talking to you.
Yeah.
Just like, does anybody out there really think that being a man is about laughing at other people like you're the school bully?
Yeah, and going back to like the scared thing, and one of my, I won't say like go specifics, but in one of my classes, my teacher said, professor said that like 16 students called for a mental health day after the election because they just needed that time for themselves. And I mean, it was a lot for a lot of people. I don't blame them.
And that's the situation now. And don't get me wrong, just to be clear, I'm not coming up here trying to shill for the Democratic Party because I have grievances with the Democratic Party just as much as anybody else does. I'm just saying that there are a certain set of ideas that are being pushed onto young men that are so incredibly harmful and will not help young men achieve any of their goals. They just won't.
Yeah.
So,
no, I think it's an important time to bring up, especially it's so relevant right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand completely.
So, summarized, if you want to be a real man, if you want to practice masculinity, protect the people you care about, protect the people in your life, and I am absolutely certain that if nothing else, you have women in your life.
Yeah, and also don't put down others.
Don't put down others. Yeah. You have people in your life, no matter who you are, that are scared after this election. So, I think if you're a real man, you're gonna take that into consideration. And what's done is done. I'm not gonna, I mean, I have my thoughts on it, but if you voted for Donald Trump, it's done. It's over. So, no need to really dwell on that. But just look into the future. Think about what you want to be, and think about the things that you want to project, and the people you care about.
100%.
Think about all of it. So, yeah, it's disappointing to me, but the fight's not over. It's never over.
Yeah, of course. And like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, and as long as you're, I mean, a main thing is not to, if you're part of the Republican Party, keeping that, you can celebrate if you're happy for Donald Trump winning, but as long as you're not like preying on the fear of the Democrats, of Democrats who are afraid right now. Like you said, a lot of people are afraid right now after Kamala's loss, and so not, I don't know, attacking them or doing anything of that sort, which I've seen, especially over social media. Just keeping it. I mean, you can keep it to yourself or with other Republicans, but not, I guess, rubbing it in the face.
And again, like, there's going to be finger pointing. There's going to be blame. Yeah. My personal take on this is like, it's done. It's over.
It's done.
Like Donald Trump won the election.
He did.
Like. So we are where we are now, and we need to do our absolute best to reach out to people, change people's minds, help people see. That's the mission now.
And kind of helping people who are afraid right now. Yeah. Especially.
That's the most important thing, because people are afraid, and we got to do their best to make sure that they stay safe.
Yeah. So the whole idea here is everyone stay safe.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to end off on that?
Yeah, or? I don't want to end off on a super grim note.
Yep.
Because obviously, I and many other people are disappointed with the outcome of the election. But like I said, this is not over. It's only over when we give up, and nobody is going to give up. We're going to take a little break. Everybody is going to take a little break. Lick your wounds, do your thing, make yourself feel better. But when the scars heal, and they will heal, it continues. The fight continues. The work continues. Being on the right side of history has never been easy. Never. In the history of America, being on the right side has never been easy. So remember that. Take it into consideration. And we're going to continue the fight. And midterms are in 2 years. 2 years. They very well might be a long 2 years. But in those 2 years, we're going to stick together. We're going to keep each other safe. And we're going to do everything we can to continue the fight.
Yeah, and he's not, I mean, like, we'll see what happens with his term as well. And
yeah, look, I hope I'm wrong about everything. Yeah. Genuinely, I honest to God hope that I'm wrong about everything. I hope that the economy is amazing. I hope that he was just blustering about everything and he doesn't really mean any of it. I sincerely hope that I am wrong and that this is a great presidency.
And I think only time will tell for that front. I think just having the highest of hopes and trying your best to make everyone feel safe and comfortable, even if they lost, their party lost. So, I mean, doing everything you can.
No matter what happens, we have each other.
Yeah.
And community is always going to be the most important thing. So remember that. So, wake up tomorrow, wake up in a week, wake up in a month. Take the holidays if you need them. But at a certain point, we got to get back up and just keep doing what we've been doing.
100%.
Well, yeah, thank you all so much for being with us today.
Yeah, more of a relaxed episode.
Yeah, I I think we both needed this, and probably everybody else did too. So
yeah, I'm glad this one wasn't a big like.
Yeah.
It was good to just have like a chat just about whatever we really wanted.
Yeah. We're gonna be back, continuing to do our more structured episodes.
Yeah. But I think eventually down the line we'll still keep doing like not bonus, but like random small chat episodes like this every once in a while, especially when we need them.
But
I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. To the best extent that you can, have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Do something today that makes you happy, no matter what it is, even if it's a small thing. Do something that makes you happy today. And just chill out, you know? Have a good day.
Let's have fun.
Talk to a friend. Enjoy nature, whatever, you know? Do something that reminds you that life is... Eat in the shower. Eat in the shower. Apparently. Do something that reminds you that life is worth living. Eat in the shower if that's what it is. Do something new. Do something adventurous.
Yeah. Adventurous. Eating a donut. All right. I hope you enjoyed. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
QuadPod signing out.